Hello, Kian. Welcome back to Conversations with My Son. We haven't had to wait this long this time around because now we're on a series, and as you promised everyone, we're starting 2024 with a series of bang, bang, bang episodes, right?
Oh yeah.
No greetings for our listeners?
Oh yeah. Hi. As usual here, Kian and Papa is here as well. He's Tarun.
And we're on Conversations with My Son. Season 2, Episode 2. This should be fun. Because I know you're super excited about this one because we alluded to it in the first one, and it's one of your favorite topics and something you've been doing well since 2023, right?
Yeah.
It's about sports.
Football.
Oh, Kian, I was going to ask you your first question. What's your favorite sport?
Football, of course.
Oh, you gave everyone a preview into the episode already.
Well, I love football, so I can't help. And anyway, that was gonna be the question, and it's something to do with. You said it's something to do with sports, so I just exploded and gave it away. So
Yes.
that doesn't matter really.
Correct.
Because this is a podcast, and it's not a secret band of ninjas.
Yes, and we sort of gave everyone a sneak preview into it last year already, right? In the last episode already, so I think people already knew this was coming. But let's quickly touch on the background here on football because I know you've played a whole bunch of other sports, and you also do swimming, and we tried to get you into cricket, and yet you somehow gravitated towards football. So tell me, why football? Like, what got you into football?
At first, I thought it would just be easy, and it would just be kicking a ball around and kicking it really hard to score. But now it seems more than that because learning all the skills and things, how to dodge people is like a bit harder, and you need to put a bit more effort into it if you want to be successful later in life.
That is true.
If you want to have that as your career.
Yep, this is true. But Kian, that's with anything you do, right? You need to put in the work to be able to get successful and better.
Yes, that's it. But let's go back to football. This is just it.
So where did this start? Was there a moment or something you watched, or that triggered your interest in football? Because I know in 2022 they had the most amazing World Cup final, right? And you sat and watched it with me, and we were supposed to go out to dinner, and then we kept delaying the dinner because the final wouldn't end because they kept scoring and scoring and scoring, and the game went from one end to the other, and Argentina and France wouldn't give up the game, right? So I think, is that when you started getting really excited and interested in the game?
No, actually I went into football before that. I think it was when we moved here, and this was all we and I still playing cricket, and I decided I can't do this anymore. I don't want to. So I decided that the only thing it was a good choice to go to football because most people like football, and because most people like it, it must be a very good sport. So I tried it and I liked it.
Right, and then the more you played it, you realized it's not just about running around like a crazy person, but actually
and kicking a ball.
And kicking a ball, but like actually thinking about it and developing your skills and stuff, right?
Yes, it's like sometimes players can be difficult, but you can if you like concentrated in your training, so and you've done well in it, and you've practiced a lot, you'll get there, and you can run past the defenders and maybe do some silly skills that but not silly skills like just being crazy and being like a clown, like do some silly skills which makes them go, "Ah! I can't get the ball from you."
So you have to think about it, right?
Yeah,
You have
and
to
you have
think
to be
about
very skillful, and sometimes if you want to make the crowd laugh, you can maybe do something very funny that if you to get past a player that will just do something that will be very funny, like you chip it or something, and they're gonna jump, and they're like, oh man, and then it goes to your teammate, and you can just It's just also because you can.
Do you like the idea of teamwork then? Do you like the idea of having to pass the ball and, strategically work with other players to think about how you score?
Yeah, I've always liked being in a team, and I don't like always being alone. But, passing the ball is really good sometimes because you can do some tricks with that too.
Nice.
But that's only when you've mastered the basics and actually know what it's about.
Good. So now that you mentioned team, tell our listeners, do you actually play for a team here? Are you going for regular games and stuff like that?
I've not been in a tournament yet. I've only been in training because I missed the first one.
But you go every week, or?
I go every Wednesday. But I missed the first tournament. I know I'll be here for the second one though.
Right. And then you have regular teammates that you practice with in this?
Yeah, I train with them and I have a best friend.
Good. And so part of your training is developing your skills on passing and shooting and all of that stuff?
Passing, shooting, sometimes even trick skills.
Right. Okay. So you like all of that. Now you mentioned team. So let's touch on who's your favorite team?
So, can I give 3?
Okay, who are your top 3 favorite teams?
4?
No, let's do the top 3 favorite teams.
Okay, I'm gonna crack a joke before I do the real one. FC Shakhtar.
Oh, FC Shakhtar. If anyone who knows football knows FC Shakhtar hasn't been in the top leagues for a while, but I think the last time they were in the championship or won a major championship was before Kian was even born. But this is a joke between Kian and me. When he doesn't play that well, I unfortunately call him FC Shakhtar because that's how badly he's playing sometimes. No offense to any FC Shakhtar fans out there, but that's a joke between Kian and me. So let's go seriously to your 3 favorite teams.
Paris, Barcelona, Argentina.
Oh, so Paris, which is Paris Saint-Germain, which has some really big stars in it. Barcelona, and we'll come to why. So FC Barcelona from the Spanish La Liga, and then the Argentinian football team, which is the current world champions. So tell me, Kian, why these 3 teams? They're obviously very good teams, very successful teams. Barcelona has won a lot of Champions Leagues. Argentina won the World Cup recently. So they're teams that play well. But why these teams?
There's kind of someone that's been in either of them, but that's why I wanted 4 because this person's in there right now.
Okay, let's go. Let's name this person because I think he's also your favorite player.
Messi!
So, Lionel Messi. Is that who we're talking about? Yeah. Or are you calling yourself a Messi person?
I'm pretty much a fan of him and I want to become as good as him, but not in futsal, but I want to go in football soon and I want to become as good as him eventually and work for it.
Why is he your favorite player? Is it just because he's that good, or is there something else about him that inspires you? What makes you such a big fan of his?
He's a good player, but he's also always nice to people, even though he's a famous person, and he has lots of money and can do what he likes. But he's really good. He's really nice because I watched a video of it. Someone just threw a shirt to him and said, "Please, can you sign it?" And he signed it.
Wow. Okay. So that's interesting. So for you, it's not just that he's a really good player, which he actually is. He's done a lot of good stuff in the world of football, but the fact that he's a really nice guy and is nice to his fans, that makes a difference.
Yeah, but also about Paris, it's not only him, but it has my top 3 players.
Who are your top 3? Let's do that.
But only one of them still plays for Paris. Okay, so the first is Messi,
Okay, so Messi's now gone because he plays at Miami.
and then Mbappe.
Kylian Mbappe, he still plays there. He's the French striker who had an amazing 2022 World Cup. And
He
then
did. He did everything he could for his team. He scored every goal.
pretty much, and he pretty much carried the French team all by himself, which was amazing to watch. I was blown away by his performance.
But I was pretty sad that everyone was just putting all the pressure on him. But
But Kian, can you imagine the guy is so young? He's only in his early 20s, and he was able to suck in all that pressure and perform at that level, which is amazing. And he was up against Messi, who was in incredible form himself.
and that's great. And let's go to the third.
Third player. Yes.
one.
Who's your third one?
He's the Al Hilal star right now, and it's Neymar.
Neymar. So
Because-
he's in Al Hilal.
Neymar Junior.
Yeah. Neymar Junior.
And he's I think he still plays for Brazil.
Yep.
And he's a great player. But still, my least favorite player is still above him. But I'm gonna come on to that later.
Your least favorite player. Let's go into that one. Who's your least favorite?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, he's a good player too, though. You just don't like him because he was always a key rival to Messi, right, through his career.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, but I think he's a very good player as well.
I
Very, very
I
skillful.
like him, but but there's just this thing about him that makes me meh.
Okay, so all right, so we got your top favorite players and your top favorite teams. Let me ask you. So, do you have a team? Let's not go to FC Shakhtar, but besides that, do you have a team you don't actually like that much?
Real Madrid.
Oh, anyone who's a Madrid fan, please close your ears because Kian's not a very big fan of them. But I can see why, because they are key rivals to Barcelona, right?
Yes.
Okay. We got that. Now I want to ask you. So you obviously play football, you train hard, you watch Messi, you like watching the games. Have you watched the game live?
Never.
Never. We need to correct that, right? Maybe in 2024 we actually try and go watch a game live.
Yes, and my dream is to watch Messi and maybe get a signature or maybe get a picture with him.
Lionel Messi, if you're listening, Kian's dream is to meet you somewhere, watch you play, and get your autograph. So hopefully, if you've caught on to Kian's podcast here, which is all about you pretty much, he wants to come and see you and would love to have the chance to meet you in person and get a signed picture. So hello, Messi. Just in case you're listening, I'm Kian's papa as well, and I'd love to have the chance to meet you as well. So looking forward to the invitation from you.
Silly Papa.
And where would you like to go watch the game? So that since he's in Miami, would you like to go be there?
Yes, because that's the mainland. But going back to the first podcast, as I said, there's this dog in that's also in the US. He's in Hawaii. He's Findy, and I loved playing with him. So we would, if we had the time, we could just do a 4-hour flight or 3-hour and see him as well. So that would be quite an advantage. Watch a game and see him. That would be
Okay,
great.
so we will. Messi and Finley, you're in the same bucket. So Kian's target is to see both of you and spend some time with both of you. Okay, Kian, that's been an incredible episode, and we're very, very passionate about your football, and it's great to see. And I'm having watched you train through the course of 23 and this year. I think you're getting better, and you're driving, pushing towards your target of becoming like Messi. Hopefully, we can advance your career and get you to play for some of these favorite teams of yours, but we'll see. Again, let's wrap up this episode and let's get some words of advice from you for.
First, I want to ask you some questions.
You still want to ask me questions? All right, let's do that. Sorry, I thought we were ready to wrap up.
What is your favorite sport?
My favorite sport. So I love watching sports generally, so I watch a lot. I watch football, I watch Formula One, I love tennis. But my favorite sport since I grew up in India is cricket. It's something I've watched passionately for years, and I very closely and very disappointingly follow the Indian cricket team, hoping and praying every time that they win. But yeah, that's not happened for about 12 years now.
Yikes. How sad were you the first time they ever lost?
Oh,
When you were alive.
when I was alive. So I've been watching cricket for so many years, and India in most of my life has not been that great a team. They got really good in the 2000s, between 2000 sort of 8 9 to about 2015 2016. But before that, there used to be one player called Sachin Tendulkar, and he used to pretty much carry the Indian team. And the Indian team's fortunes used to revolve around him. And if he got out or he didn't play, you'd more than likely expect India to lose. So they lost quite a lot when I was young, and therefore in the 2010s when they won more regularly, I was a happier fan. But I think we've gone back to our regular losing days again.
Hopefully they get back up again soon. Because
Yes.
we were watching the final of cricket for a pretty long time, and hopefully in 4 years,
They'll be back.
which team won the World Cup?
Australia did.
Hopefully India can beat them.
Yes, that would be a dream come true.
You can finally get what you wished, and maybe we might even be able to get you to watch in real life. And
Yes, it would be amazing if we could go watch a World Cup live. We did in 2019.
yeah, but that was England, so we didn't get your favorite team. But maybe if
Yes.
India makes it to the final, we can watch them.
Yes, that would be amazing. All right, Kian. I think that's good for this episode. Thank you. What's the one piece of advice you'd like to give our listeners, as you do at the end of every episode?
If you want to become a good footballer, try your best to do it, and you may just get in a team. But if you don't, you can try another team. So there's lots of teams, and you can always try another one. And you never know. You might just make the team a really bad team if you play for them better. A great team.
Amazing. So put in the hard work and keep doing it. All right. Thanks, Kian. See you next week.
Bye. See you next week. But also, it stopped raining right now, so I'm just gonna slip outside for a little bit after the next podcast we're gonna do today.
All right. See you later.